Hello, all my merrymakers. I am Becca, and welcome to Bookmark Monday. To everybody who's been coming back to this segment and checking it out, thank you very much. To anybody new here, welcome. My voice might crack. I'm still recovering. Bookmark Monday is a segment that I try to do pretty regularly where I go through a pattern source, talk about the patterns that are in that pattern source, and then I take one of my sticky little bookmarks here and maybe mark a couple so that I can make that in the future. So today we are getting my newest Crochet World magazine. I have actually had it for a week, but for those of you who know or didn't know, I've been sick, and this is the closest I have felt to normal in a really long time. So let's dig in to this Crochet World magazine. Ooh. So the first one that we've got here is a bag. Now, this is called Sprouting Cotton Set. Now, I can only assume that it's called a set because it's got this little coin bag in it too. Now, it does not have to be cotton. Remember, cotton stretches. But it does have the designation of a scrap buster, which I can definitely see how this could be a scrap buster, and quick to make. The skill level here is confident beginner, and the suggested yarn that they use is a light 3 cotton DK. That is a great little bag. I could see making this bag for like a trip to the beach, or you know, if you needed something quick to put together for Mother's Day. Definitely something that is a strong maybe. Now, the coin bag, yep, they call it a coin purse, which it's going to be hard to show you the close-up without showing you the pattern, but there it is. Is its own separate pattern, and it's designated a one skein wonder. It looks like basically a square that they've rounded up the edges on, which, depending on how big you leave those edges, coins might slip in or out of, so I don't see that being very effective. It's cute though. It's cute. But I'm more about effectiveness. So this one is called Lily Pad Pot Holder. Now, this one I would say, yes, use cotton, especially if it is an actual pot holder. I could see making this out of any certain amount of colors. This design is by Deborah Arch. It is designated with both scrap buster and quick to make. So again, if you need a last minute make for Mother's Day, I could see making that. Skill level is intermediate, and they suggest a medium 4-weight cotton. So, oh, this looks cute. This looks really cute. This is called the Let's Go Fishing Set. It's designed, it says designs by Fireside Crochet / Lisa Briggs. Designated scrap buster, easy to make. Now, I could see it not mattering what this is made out of. Let's see. So it suggests a metal hook or curved paper clip for the hook. I am more inclined to say get some small magnets and a hot glue gun and make this into a fun little playtime thing. And again, with hot glue, it's okay. Like acrylic it might melt a little bit, but it even comes with a diagram. Now, oh, and it even comes with a little net. That's cute. That's super cute. Oh, here we go. Here's another scrap buster for you. Scrappy Waves water bottle carrier. Now, I've made a couple of water bottle carriers before. I didn't have a pattern to follow. I just made it up as I goes. You could either make it with the strap or without a strap. It's more like a cozy. Now it does have the designation here of a scrap buster and quick to make. Again, it suggests cotton, anything that's gonna like bear weight. Just remember, cotton stretches, and it suggests a 4-weight medium. Now again, you don't have to use what they say. I would see doing an acrylic or maybe a cotton nylon blend so that it's more likely to, if it does stretch, it bounces back. There's a nice little tutorial here on how to do Tunisian lace, which very interesting to me. I'm trying to get to the next pattern. Now this is called Swirls Baby Afghan. Now, again, I'm not sure how I feel about a round Afghan. I do like the idea of something that could be easily the color switched out so that it could be leaning one gender to another if you're that type of person, or to keep it completely neutral. If, you know, I could see making it red and green and white and turning this into a Christmas tree skirt. So that has a lot of capabilities there. Now, this is Tunisian lace, so that's what this tutorial is for. And it's a design by Kim Guzman, and the skill level here is intermediate. So it definitely would be one of those ones where I would have to have some time, because all I know how to do in Tunisian right now is a simple Tunisian stitch and a knit stitch, which are pretty similar. Now we get into the doilies, which I, you know, I'm not a doily person, but I like to show you anyway. This one is called Priceless Peridot Doily. If you're into that sort of thing. It of course calls for lace weight yarn. Designed by Catherine White, and its skill level is intermediate. Maybe one of these days I'll learn how to do filet crochet, but again, usually not my type. Pot of tea. This is called Rose Song Doily. That is quite pretty. It is a design by Catherine White. Skill level is intermediate. And again, if that's your thing, more power to you. I can see using any color combination that you want to match your decor. Ooh, this is the first time I have been tempted by filet crochet. This is called Flower and Bees Runner. I really like the way it looks. It says skill level confident beginner. Still calls for lace weight. And the design is by Joyce Gessler or Giesler. If I had more of a bee theme going on, that would be a definite run in for my money type thing. And it comes with a great chart to follow, of course. All right, now we're into summer Afghans. And I don't know, I'm kind of on an Afghan kick lately, not just because that's the other crochet, but the first one looks like it's right up my alley. It's called Prairie Sunflowers Afghan. Looks like a variation on the sunflower Afghan that we all know and love. Now, this says skill level intermediate, and if you make the amount of squares they suggest, you can make a 49 by 68 inches long Afghan. Each motif makes a 9-inch square. So you could easily make a 4x4 square or have it be smaller like a lapgan, which is what I will probably do. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of my stickers and put 4x4. I've started to have a pencil ready so that I can make notes. Oh, this one is interesting too. This is called Shadow Box Trellis Afghan. That's got an interesting texture to it, don't you think? This is a design by Diane Poulette. I'm not sure how to say that. Skill level is intermediate. The only thing about this one is it's not made in boxes. So, let's see. I think I can say this part without breaking any rules. You start off with a chain of 101. That's a lot of chaining. So, that's not so much. Ooh, I kind of like this one. This one's called Summer Skies Afghan. I like the design. Skill level is intermediate. Now it says 2 strands of slightly different shades of the same color create depth in this Afghan. So they've got 2 stitches held together. That's interesting. So I'm curious. Yeah. So it calls for a size N crochet hook. That might be might be a fun one to play with. I'm gonna have to keep that one in the back of my mind. See what else we have here. This one is called Fallen Petals Afghan. And this is a design by Lisa Tom. Her name is spelled with 2 M's at the end. Skill level is intermediate. Again, it starts off, it is 1 piece. Now, it calls for as a size L/8mm crochet hook. That's a and again, it's 2 strands held together. So that's oh my gosh, this is too cute. Too cute. I am going to be making this for my little niece. I'm calling it right now. Look at that. That is adorable. Sunshine Dress and Bottoms by Yvonne Healy. Now, I'm gonna bet you dollars to donuts it's gonna say cotton. Nope, nope, nope. 4-weight acrylic. All right, I'm gonna put a pink one there to indicate that I want to make it for my niece. Skill level is intermediate. I do like that it's the instructions give 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, and 6 to 9 months, and the amount of yarn needed for each of those sizes. What color should I make this? Should I make it yellow like the picture? She's a little bit of a redhead, so I'm not sure if that would work. So suggestions are definitely welcome. And oh my goodness, we're already at 15 minutes. I swear I'm trying to go fast. Here is a tunic called Striped Ripple Shell. Tunic slash tank top. The design is by Dora Orenstein. Now, I'm curious, what does it call for? Skill level is intermediate. It does say to use cotton. I do like this. Goes up to size chest measurement from 36 inches to 56 inches. So that's a pretty good spread. And, you know, even though I'm losing weight, you know, that's still something that's kind of important to me. This is called the Side Tie Popover Vest. Now, besides like a beach cover up, I don't see, of course, to each his own, I don't see me making slash wearing anything like this. Let's see, skill level, confident beginner. Chest measurements go from we were covering up the camera there. Chest measurements go from 38.5 inches to 56 inches. So it's definitely not for a fitted look. It's more loose and whatnot. This is interesting. I've seen something like this before. This is called the Scrappy Granny Square Shawl. So it's got about a bunch of different granny squares, and then in a square, in its own little square, and then you lengthen it on the sides. This design is by Brenda Carter, and the back measures a 16-inch square. It says Scrap Buster. I think it's because of these. The rest of it is one color. Now, it does say bamboo slash cotton yarn. So, it's one of those shawls, if you use what they say, that, you know, it's for summer days where you're going from hot outside but freezing inside because everybody's got their air conditioner on. But I could see making this even for the winter. So it gets a sticker, and it goes actually quite long in the front if you want to. So it's almost like a cardigan. That takes up several pages. Ooh, this one's called Anytime Tea. Interesting pooling on that particular yarn. This is a design by Jill Hanratty. Skill level is intermediate. The finished measurements go from starting at 36 inches to ending in 60 inches. So that's good. That could be something I could make at a later date. I don't see me making that anytime soon. Summer Crush Top. Now, this is the one from the front of the magazine. And if you've known me for any amount of time, you will know I do not like how holy this is. If you were to make this, you would I personally would not feel comfortable wearing it without an undergarment. This is a design by, oh goodness, I'm not gonna even try. I'm not gonna even try. How do you say that? Nazin Fard. Now, it does call for a one weight, also known as sock weight, cotton / rayon. So that makes it even more of a no, because that will take forever. That comes with some of its own little... This is called the Mesh Beach Set by Lisa Gentry. Again, they've put what could be a wonderful, beautiful design in a really bad color. And I don't know if it's supposed to fit that loose, but it's very baggy on the model. Anyway, skill level is intermediate. Finished measurements. So for the top, we've got the bust going from 40 inches to 58 inches. And for the skirt, you've got the waist circumference. Tell me if this makes sense to you. Starting at 25 inches and going all the way to 44 inches. So yeah, the top is supposed to be baggy. That feels a little mismatched. Again, for us bigger girls, we could wear the top but not the bottom. And that feels unfair. Ooh, here we go. If you're feeling a little patriotic, we've got the pot holder Trigo. Now again, you don't have to make these in those colors. The design is by Anne Parnell. It calls for a medium 4-weight cotton yarn, and skill level is immediate. There's also a Patriotic Pride door hanger. Now, it looks like those naturally twist, which if they do, that's kind of cool. It says it's quick and easy, and the skill level is beginner. That might be something I am going to put a sticker on that. Because if one of my kids want to help me with putting that together, I could see that. Ooh, talk about really patriotic. This is Grand Old Flag Placemat by Mary Sue Ochtenringer. Skill level is intermediate. Finished measurements are 16 inches wide by 10 inches tall. It does say that it wants acrylic 4-weight. Aren't placemats what you put underneath your plates and whatnot? That feels like that might be not stable or lumpy. I don't know. Oh, this is cool. It's a Grafgan. That's an Afghan. So I'm going to show you this part. It almost has the appearance of being quilted. It's called America's Heart Afghan. It's a design by Martha Brooks Stein. And skill level is intermediate. Now it's actually those are each little individual squares. That, ooh, I'm actually a little tempted by that. I don't know if I would make it 4th of July-esque. I might switch out a couple of things. But we're up to 4 stickers already, so. This is called a 4th of July basket. Again, you don't have to use those colors, so if you just need a basket, this could be cool. This is designed by Cindy Harris. Skill level is intermediate. and it calls for a full weight medium acrylic. Oh, this is cute. It's called the Americana Pillow. Again, if you're one of those people that just goes all out, I could definitely see making this. Now, I'm curious, because materials, it talks about the yarn, but it doesn't talk about these right here, because I thought those were beads. That's yarn. That's little puffs of yarn. This is a design by Jocelyn Sass. Skill level is intermediate. It makes a, now, I think it's an actual pillow that you stuff yourself, because it talks about needing fiber fill, and it's 12 inches tall and 14 inches wide. Again, personally, would probably make it in different colors so it wasn't so America. And if you want to say America. Old Glory Afghan. That is a design by K. Caliste Hawk. Its skill level is intermediate. It is 48 inches wide by 68 inches long. I, again, don't see making it, but I do like that it includes on how to make those little stars. It's actually a simple stitch rather than trying to make a star. And then, of course, we've got the stitch guide in the back. Wow, this one took a little bit longer than usual. Still, I hope you stuck around. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a like, especially if you're a subscriber. That way the evil YouTube overlords don't unsubscribe you from my channel against your will. Feel free to comment down below. It helps my analytics. Plus, I really like hearing from you guys. If you're not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. I have a lot of yarn content, and if that's your job, make sure you hit subscribe. Plus, you would do well to hit that notification bell. If you really like my channel and want to help it grow, share this video with everyone you know. In the meantime, make what makes you merry. Ciao.